These are the books with the local history of New Orleans. Oh, here are the museums. Of course, I'll also have to check a map. The museum you want should be here somewhere. If I recall, it's several hours out of New Orleans. Please be patient, sir, while I check this out. You don't mind waiting, do you? There are 2 museums listed, but this one, Oak Alley, it's the best known. It's about an hour and a half out of New Orleans. I hope that will do.
Very well. If you insist. We'll look forward to seeing you then. No, it's no problem.
They're coming.
There isn't much we can do to stop them.
Well, what are you going to do when they get here?
Try to put a lid on the situation.
And the prism?
They're having some guards from the exhibit bring it over.
Oh, how could they do something so obvious?
These men aren't using logic. They're obsessed.
Oh, Daddy, don't get excited.
Don't get excited. I have to be in control here.
Well, I'm sure you'll have them eating out of your hand in no time.
That remains to be seen.
Well, once they see the prism, is that going to satisfy them?
Hardly. They're all getting much, much too greedy.
Well, that is understandable, considering what's at stake.
It can all get out of hand very quickly. They're all fired up about finding the other 2 crystals.
Yes, well, you're the only one who can help them do that.
Exactly, but it has to be at my timetable. I don't want them challenging my authority.
Daddy, I don't want to upset you anymore, but aren't these men going to want to know where Bo is?
No doubt. They'll also want to know where Larry Welch's wife is.
You know, I'm really worried about Bo.
Well, he's probably going incommunicado.
Oh, really? I thought he was in New Orleans.
That's a good one.
Oh, good. Anyway, I'm afraid he may have fallen off the face of the earth.
No, I'll tell you, I got a good feeling about him. I think there's good reason for his silence.
Yeah, well, as long as he's not in any sort of bad trouble.
I'm telling you, I'm very positive.
Gene, you know, these vibes of yours are coming all the way from New Orleans. I mean, they may have lost some sort of strength on the way up here.
What are you talking about? You think there's some sort of birds that fly up? They move through the 5th dimension.
Okay, why don't you explain it to me a little bit later? Right now, I think this machine of yours needs your attention.
Uh-oh.
What's going on?
Well, I'm getting these kind of screwy signals.
Well, can you identify it?
No. Oh! Did you see that?
Well, Gene, what exactly are you looking for?
No, I'm looking for a speck of light. There, it happened again. Did you see it? You know, it's been happening just this way since last night.
Well, does it give you any idea where Bo might be?
No. Ooh, I just got a very strong vibe.
Well, any change?
No, same blips and blaps we've had for the last half hour.
You know, do you have any idea where those signals are coming from?
Can't get a location on this thing.
Gene, you know, maybe this radar machine of yours isn't working properly.
What are you talking about? I made this thing.
Well, I know, but sometimes, you know, even the best machines get bugs in them.
Uh-oh.
What, another vibe?
Yeah, it's very bizarre.
Well, go ahead, describe it.
Well, it's strange, frightening. It is an awesome quality, though.
Go on.
Well, it's smelly, sleek. Blech.
Max, to be perfectly blunt, we called this meeting because we don't trust you any longer.
Oh, really? And just how have I betrayed your trust, gentlemen?
We don't think you're running things properly, Max. You're taking too many risks, and we believe that our destiny is slipping through our fingers. You can understand our insecurity, particularly because of that near robbery.
Gentlemen, we do not know for certain that the burglar was after the prism.
But then again, we don't know for sure that he was not.
Listen, I don't want to push the proverbial panic button, but I'm a little concerned about Bobo.
Gene, just relax. Take some deep breaths, huh?
Okay.
Look, Gene, don't get weird on me. Don't hyperventilate. Now, listen. In retrospect, maybe Bo isn't in much trouble.
Oh, are you getting some vibes?
No, I have my sources. Now, I would know if Bo was in some kind of trouble.
Well, I hope your sources are better than my radar equipment.
Gene, on a hunch, I can't call out the New Orleans Police Department.
You know, Bo has kind of a strange way of working.
You mean he puts his partners through the ringer before he gets in touch with them?
You worked with him before then.
Look, I have an idea. Why don't you call the halfway house?
All right, I guess so. Maybe it won't look too suspicious.
Hello?
Hello, Megan. It's Eugene Bradford. I just wanted to know how everything is down south.
Couldn't be better. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. Can I speak to Bo, please?
Oh, well, Bo's out at a meeting with my father, but I'll give him a message you called.
Oh, all right. Well, listen, I'll tell you what. Let me speak to Mrs. Welsh then.
Well, it looks like you struck out twice, Eugene. She's out to dinner with her husband. They're trying out one of the new Cajun restaurants in town.
Oh, how's she feeling?
Well, the mother-to-be is feeling just fine. Looking healthy as ever. Obviously, the Louisiana weather's doing her well.
Well, tell her I called and asked how she was.
I'll be sure and give them both a message. And I'll see you when I get back to Salem.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Boy, strange feeling. Something like sleek and slimy. Hope it's not another one of my dates.
I hope you won't mind if I borrow your escort.
Well, wait a minute.
Thank you very much. Excuse me.
I really prefer my date's perfume to yours.
You do, but this isn't a social call. You see, I'm getting a little tired of you giving me the runaround.
I see. Do you always treat your ex-partner so briskly?
No, only when it comes to my brother. Now, I think he's into his neck or something, and he hasn't shown up around. Nobody knows where he's at. My folks are a little bit concerned about him, so if you just happen to call him, would you have him call
Yes,
home?
Lieutenant, I read you loud and clear, sir.
Yes, and if Bo is in any kind of trouble.
I know. Abe Carver's head is going to roll.
You're starting to get the gist of it.
Yeah, well, you know, I really like this reunion that we're having, but I think my date's getting impatient. I'll go join her. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Aren't these men ever going to go home?
Prisms hypnotize them. Probably won't leave till it goes with them.
Well, at least they haven't asked where Bo is. Or Hope.
Just give them time.
Max, do the other two prisms look exactly like this one?
And how will the three prisms work?
When the prisms are placed together in a special configuration, we'll have the power we seek.
And what is that configuration, Max?
I feel like I'm in a debriefing session with all these questions.
And do you have the answers, Maxwell?
Of course. But we won't know the configuration till we get the other prisms.
I thought you were going to drop it.
Well, nothing would happen if I did drop it, would it?
Of course not. The crystal's hard as diamonds.
It's unbreakable, then.
Absolutely.
But we only have your word on that.
A disbeliever. Shall I prove to you it's unbreakable?
Daddy, I don't like this.
Change your mind?
Absolutely not.
Gentlemen, I contend that this is not the real prism.
Carlton, no one has touched this crystal.
Find Bo Brady at once.
Someone took our prism, Daddy, and substituted this phony one. I want to know who.
I think I'd be standing idly by if I knew.
I know what you're thinking. Bo didn't do it.
I wish I could be sure.
Bo didn't do it. He has no reason to do it. And I refuse to believe that he's the thief.
Nevertheless, if and when we find Bo Brady, we better have some answers. Otherwise, he's a dead man.
True. Oh, I hope I thought I was dreaming this. You're here.
I love you.
I love you.
You know how weird this feels. How I knew it would feel from the first time we met.
Sure does feel right. And it was worth the wording.
I love you.
Good, because I love you, too.
It's always going to be like this, isn't it, Bo?
Always and forever. Believe me.
I do, because I trust you with my life.
With your life?
Yes, with my life.
Well, in that case, you do something for me?
What do you want me to do?
No, you sure you trust me?
I told you I did.
Okay, then I just want you to, come into the bathroom with me.
Into the bathroom?
Yeah, I have this awful craving to have a beautiful woman scrub my back for me.
Oh, you mean...
Yes, and the tub is just big enough for two of us.
Wow, Mr. Brady, I'm positively scandalized.
Well, am I the lord and master of this house or what?
Yes, you are.
Well, can you think of a better way to start off the day?
No, I can't think of a thing.
You can't.
What have you found out, Johnson?
Well, as a matter of fact, that's the reason I came by. I just got some news from the police.
The police found Brady?
No, but they just released his sidekick, you know, the private detective.
Howie Hofstetter.
Of course. Bring him to me, Jonathan, immediately.
How do, sir?
Yeah, how do? Come on, hit it, Mac.
Well, I'll be happy to if you tell me where it is you'd like to be going.
Yeah. You ever hear the Oak Alley Plantation?
Yeah, it's one of them old plantations.
Yeah, terrific. Now get me there, okay?
You want to go to a museum?
Yeah, I want to go to the museum. Come on.
Well, excuse me for saying so, sir, but you don't look much like the type to like museums.
Well, I do. At least I like what's inside of them. Now, come on, move it, will you, pal? Close the door. Yeah, let's go. Hit it. Come on.
On our way.
We never had to leave.
Well, it can be just as romantic back in Salem.
Well, I think from now on it's going to be. I really do.
Well, from now on, I am going to spoil you, Miss Hope Williams.
Well, what happened to Mrs. Hope Welch?
Oh. That name disappeared from me last night.
Between